Okay, so here's a video to how to harvest Terra Incognita data. So on your desktop, you double click on the folder Terra Incognita, and this will open up there. So you'll go find the application file and you'll double click it. Now you must remember it's only going to work if you connect it to the internet. Okay. So you want to choose your maps. First thing you want to do is obviously choose your maps. So one thing is here's your Google Maps. Which is fine. I know that here's some Esri maps there, for example. I like to use the Bing aerial imagery. So I click that. And basically what I do is then I let it load. So you'll see it'll take a bit of time depending on your internet connectivity. And you can use your mouse wheel to scroll in and out based on whatever went into an area of, for example, where you want to harvest imagery. So I'm just going to use an example. So let's say, for example, I'm going to just use this one here. And this is my area of interest. Now, obviously, you know where your park boundary is. You can also add, specific layers, for example. So load waypoints, tracks, and routes. So that you can load a boundary or a KML file to show the boundary. But anyways, okay, so the next thing you want to do is you get to your area that you want, and I say selection, and I say rectangular selection, and I draw a square around the area that I want to. You'll see here on the top the detailed is now 16 meters per pixel. Okay, so that's your selected area. So that's the area that you're going to harvest the imagery. So now if I zoom in, you'll see it's 0.5 meter per pixel. I can zoom out. So this value at the top here is going to give me the level of detail for the harvest of this specific imagery detail that I'm looking for. I find that 2 meters per pixel is actually quite enough for, especially for your application, as just a background map. And then all you do is you go File, Save Map, and you want to choose this Arc View Map option, because that will mean that this imagery is actually geo-referenced and can just be added to Smart or whatever. So there it is there. So I give it a name. I'm just going to zoom out. Maybe let's make this a bit smaller. I'll make that a bit smaller just for purpose of demonstration. Okay, and I say File, Save Map as ArcView Map. Remember to save it in a correct location, with the correct name, so that you do not get lost and that you know where to find it in the future. So what it's going to do now, you'll see here, it's actually downloading the map tiles. Okay, so you'll see that that's done now. So if I can close Terra Incognita now, because that's the imagery it's harvested. Now you can obviously open up your Smart and here add layer to map. You're going to go Files, and then you're going to locate the one where the imagery that you actually wanted. So I'll say open, and here it is here. So if I zoom to layer, you'll see that there it is there, and it's added. So now obviously this imagery is not in the same extent as the rest of my layers, because these layers are for the GLTFCA, whereas this imagery is actually for Stellenbosch, where I am now. But this will sit in the correct location. Cool.